everyone, and welcome to another edition of Tuesdays with Montague. I'm Bill Montague, a little late today, but yeah, you know what they say, better late than never. So here we are, and how can we not talk about the Soo Greyhounds? I mean, look, you want to talk miracle on ice? Yeah, you want to talk miracle on ice. How about those Soo Greyhounds? And after 8 games, 6-0 or 6-1, 0-1, unbelievable start, and you think of the high-end talent they lost a year ago, and almost every pundit around the OHL figured, 7th, 8th place for this hockey team, and here they are right now, second in the conference. Yeah, second in the conference. I think it's 2 points or so behind the London Knights, but the Greyhounds have games in hand on people, and you know what? Here's what's alarming. Here's what's shocking. I mean, you got to scratch your head. 14 goals against in 8 games. People, it doesn't get any better than this. 14 goals against, 1.75 a game. I mean, you're talking a team, again, we've talked about it. They lost Colin Miller, Ryan Sproul, 2 kind of all-star type defensemen who logged 30 minutes a game a year ago, and everybody thought that'd be their Achilles heel. You know what? It's not by far the best defensive team in the OHL right now. And let's face it, this isn't all defense, people. Anyone who knows anything about hockey, you know that's called team defense. It's called forwards coming back, people buying in to the system that Sheldon Keefe has implemented, getting in the shooting lanes, blocking shots, doing whatever it takes, and that kind of tenacious forward back checking. Unbelievable. Thumbs up, Sheldon Keefe. If this even comes, if they even finish anywhere near this by the end of the year, we're talking Coach of the Year and a complete travesty if he does not get it. Too early for that. We've seen what's happened before. This team has gotten off to some dynamic starts in the past, and they've fallen. So we're not going to get too carried away. But you know what? I like what Dubas and I like what Keefe has done so far. I think that they understand that this team is not good enough to beat the London Knights. They may win a game here and there. They know the London Knights are far superior. I don't think anybody will touch that hockey team. They're the host Memorial Cup team. The Hounds, the only way they can get in is for London somehow to get upset, and I certainly don't foresee that happening, although you never know with the Hunter boys. At the end of the day, they know that a Memorial Cup is more important than an OHL championship, but I don't see it happening. So the Hounds are not going to be buyers. They're not going to go get stupid like they did a couple of years ago in the Jack Campbell trade. Instead, I think they're trying to keep the core together. They want guys that are going to grow with this team next year and even the year after. And, we're talking even maybe some overage candidates. You look at what they've done. Look, that's done after this year. Peter Ricci talked about it today. What's he got? 4 goals, 9 points, 8 games. This is a kid who was really a walk-on. I mean, he came up with Sheldon Keefe a year ago. Catterud, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points in 8 games. Dupuis, or however you pronounce it, 2 goals in 4 games. The kids dropped the gloves. He's really given them some intensity. He's given them some fearlessness in that lineup. So they're going to keep the core together. Tolchinsky and McCann and those guys. Not this year, people, but next year. They feel for sure that they can beat. Maybe they can challenge for that OHL championship. And by the way it's looking and what they're doing now, a young team. You look at who they lose. Fritsch, Watling, Gaudette, Catterud, Dupuis, Goodbranson, and Murray. But 3 of those guys can come back as OAs. This is going to be a team, no question, that is going to be a force to be reckoned with and might prove this guy wrong. Yeah, I firmly believed a year ago, and I probably still believe it, that teams like the Soo and that, because of all the manipulation that goes on, OHL, they don't like to hear about that, but it goes on. I firmly believe that they probably never, ever have a chance to win another Memorial Cup. And look, we're 2 years away, and we don't know how this year is going to finish, but so far, a miracle on ice, 14 goals against, absolutely unbelievable. Goals for? They're around 13th in the league in goals for. Like to see that improve a little bit, but I don't think you're going to see this team decimate its roster. I don't think you're going to see Dubas kind of get disillusioned by this start and think all of a sudden we can do it and make some silly trade. I think that what he should do You people aren't going to like it. January, trade deadline. Darnell Nurse. Nobody's beating London. I trade the big guy, people. Think of what you could get for Darnell Nurse, and I cannot envision him coming back in 2014-15. Think of the assets you could get to piece this puzzle together even better. Well, that's it, people, for this edition, Tuesdays with Montague. I'm Bill Montague. I'll see you again next week.